Popcorn. Hey guys, hope everyone had a great week. Happy Saturday, and it's good to see you guys back. So I set up my own little studio in our spare room, put my little backdrop that I'm gonna make a Tumblr wall and put some pictures on there and make it very nice. And it was not without great effort. If you're vertically challenged like me, you would understand what I'm talking about. And then my dog is freaking crazy, so when we leave, she tears down the blinds. Even if they're open, she tears them down. And she tore down these blinds, so I've got a blanket over it so that people can't peep in my window at night. We got Ramus joining us as a co-star. Be respectful, because he does not like toxicity. Let's all be friends. So I did a lot of thinking and played a few more games, and I realized that I really did want to talk about something that is a huge deal and I feel really hurts a lot of people when they play Ring. In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 different mindsets that people have that really, really negatively impact everything about their game. Alright, number 1. A lot of you are going to get mad at me for this, but I don't think that mids should feel entitled to blue buff. Before you get crazy, you should know that I do feel like mid laners do well with blue buff and they should get blue buff, but it's that sense of entitlement that really, really hurts people. If you want blue buff, just ask for it, because some junglers do want to take it and it belongs to them. It's not that hard to just ask. And don't get mad if you don't get it. Number 2, only supports have to ward. I already talked about this before, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse. You know you're supposed to ward, just ward with your support, and don't nag on your support to be the only one to ward, because everyone should be doing it. Number 3, you can use the same build every single game and never encounter any problems. That's wrong. Every champion and every single game evolves, and every time you go into a game, you should realize that you need to go into the game thinking that you might end up having to build situationally. If someone gets fed, if you're having a hard time, if they have a lot of AD, build armor. If they have a lot of AP, build magic resist. You have to learn how to build situationally and stop thinking that everything is going to be the same every single game. Number 4, Baron is an automatic win. I know this kind of contradicts what I said in earlier videos when I said Baron's important and you should get it when you have the chance, but it doesn't mean that you automatically win the game. And if the enemy team gets Baron, it doesn't mean you automatically lose. Baron is just a helpful little push, but he doesn't automatically win games for you. Number 5, a few deaths early game automatically means GG. This is wrong and you know this is wrong. Comebacks happen. Early game does not mean mid game or late game. You just have to tough it out. Don't focus on other lanes and get angry with them. Focus on bettering your lane. If you're having a hard time, just try to farm and try not to die. Number 6, it is a jungler's job to win your lane for you. Now this is something that really makes me angry. As a jungler, I'm sick of people saying I didn't gank and that's why they lost their lane. That is completely wrong, and you know that is completely wrong. A lane is 2v2 or 1v1, or on that off chance that you end up going top and there's 2 people and you hate your life. A jungler is designed to offset the balance of a lane, of an exchange, of a fight. That being said, if you're losing lane, it's because of personal skill. Learn what you're doing wrong, watch your replays, see what you did and see what your mistakes were, and fix it. Don't blame your jungler, it's not their fault. Number 7, you got countered, so you automatically lose. This is so negative. If you go into a lane thinking you're going to lose just because you got countered, you're completely wrong. The only true counter in a game, and I'm sorry this is going to make some of you really mad, but the only true counter is Kale versus Zed or versus Fizz. That is it. Everyone else, you may have a hard time against them in lane, but it doesn't automatically mean you lose. Learn to play your champion. Have confidence in yourself. If you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose, but don't say it's because you got countered. That's only a crutch. Number 8, kills are everything. I talked about this as well in another video, so I'm not gonna go over it too much. Kills are not everything. You know that kills do not mean that you automatically lose the game. If your champion's fed, farm, try to get their turret, and try not to die. But kills do not mean automatic win. You can win your lane really, really hard, but if your other lanes lose, then you may not even win the game. So try not to focus on getting kills. If you get them out of lane by getting them so low they have to go back to base, it's just as good as killing. This one is huge, especially with all of the reworks. Number 9, just because you mained a champion last month does not mean that you automatically are going to win with them this month. Champions and the game are constantly evolving. You have to evolve with it. You can't just think because you played a champion one way, a certain lane, and a certain role last month that it means that you're going to be crazy with them this month. You have to learn how to evolve with the game and stop getting it in your head that just because you were good with them doesn't mean you're still good with them. Number 10 I say for last because I think it is the most important thing that there is. Just because the champion you're about to pick counters the person that they just picked does not mean that you are automatically going to win against them if you don't know how to play that champion. If you don't know how to play Kale and they just picked Zed, you might still lose because you have to know actually how to play them and how to play against that champion. You can't just pick a counter and say, I counter them so I'm going to win. It doesn't work that way. You have to know what you're doing. It's those terrible mindsets that really kill you in ranked games because you get them in your head and it causes you to make a ton of mistakes and you fight with your teammates and you lose most of the time because you just can't get along with your team, and that's horrible. And everyone needs to learn how to get along in games. If you're in solo queue, you're with 4 other people that you do not know. And you really have to just learn how to work with people. Everyone plays different, everyone learns at a different pace. You just have to be patient. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel because Fred would love that. I really hope to see you guys again soon. I hope you're having a wonderful time in ranked and you are learning how to better yourselves and have tons of fun. I will see you guys next week. Good luck, guys. No, I think you did a great job. I really do. I think they really captured where you're coming from, and I think you did good. You need to have more confidence in yourself, like you really do.